Ayo! What's really good, YouTube? It's your boy Moody, your coach to the Westchester Weavers, and we have our GPL match here. GPL Week 4 match, already 4 weeks in. And we are playing Coach David, coach of the Chicago Connkeldurrs. We got a pretty interesting matchup right here, if I do say so myself. We have on his side, we got the Needle King, the Mega Sceptile, the Scrafty, the Helios, the Azumarill, and the Infernape. While on my side, we got Skeletor, the Scolipede, with rocking an adamant nature with Protect, Poison Jab, EQ, and Mega Horn. Next, we have Summer Shandy, the Choice Scarf Chandelure with Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Trick. Then we have Cammy of them thick thighs with rocking with a max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature with Fake Out, Drain Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. And then we have BBS, the Lantern with Heal Bell, Volt Switch, Ice Beam, and Scald. Heal Bell, Ice Beam, Volt Switch, Scald, with rocking out with max special attack, max special defense, I believe modest, and it's carrying a Rindleberry. Basic idea behind that is to take one thing from the Mega Sceptile and then fire it back with an Ice Beam. I think with that said, I did a calc at level 100, but not level 50. I kind of forgot. But at level 100, I'm almost certain that I live one Leaf Storm from a Mega, basically everything that's not a Leaf Storm from full, even with the Rindleberry. That's how much a monster Mega Sceptile is. Then next we have Crankyankers, the beautiful Crankyankers, rocking out with Knockoff, U-Turn, Defog, and Roost. This one is max HP, max defense, Impish. The logic behind this was I just needed something to switch into Brave Bird, really. He has a Staraptor, and my team is super flying weak. I'm kind of surprised he didn't bring it. And then, just take hits from stuff like Scrafty and Infernape. Don't think I could live a +4 player off even the set I'm running. I think it still gets blown back. I'm not sure. I didn't look at it, but this was pretty much my Staraptor switching. And then next we have Toon World, the Porygon 2, with Toxic, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Recover. This thing was max and Violet, of course, but this has max HP, max special defense. This is pretty much to have some Helios switch-ins, some Mega Sceptile switch-ins, and Needle King switch-ins. He has a lot of big special attackers, so I just needed, I needed something that can take hits. Sponge hits, could have played, a little more, precise calcs with it and give you a little more logic on that. But I really just needed something to switch into Leaf Storm, switch into Thunderbolts, and switch into stuff like that. DBS can kind of switch into Helios, but Helios is his Zemon user, and so you never know. Especially taking a Bloom Doom because Helios says okay, Grass Knot. So looking at his team, it's sorry, it is super Scolipede weak. The Needle King, once it's at 90ish%, gets bobbed by an EQ. Sceptile does not want to take a Poison Jab. Scrafty doesn't want to take a Mega Horn. Helios is really frail on the defensive side. Definitely does not want to take an Earthquake. Azumarill might be able to live one Poison Jab, but it definitely does not want to take a Poison Jab that well. If I get it whittled down a little bit, Poison Jab will probably blow it back unless he's running Cubeberry. And then Infernape definitely does not want to take an EQ. So Scolipede, looking at this sweep, the only thing that really can stop it a Scolipede sweep from getting real wild is Intimidate Scrafty or something like that. But I'm just looking at his team. It's a little Mega Medicham week too. But so there's not really a lot of switch-ins to Mega Medicham, so it's more just try to pound it offensively. But yeah, so we're gonna lead off with Mega Medicham, get the fake out off, and then and get the Mega Evolution going. So we're gonna go do that, and he's gonna lead Infernape. I'm just gonna fake out right here. The only way I was actually thinking about, he might have fake out too. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Infernape gives fake out. So he would be able to get the fake out faster than me, assuming he was faster, of course. But I just decided, I get the crit, and even with a crit, fake out does 51% with a crit. Like, that's a shit ton of damage. Mega Marisham, calm down, boy. Calm down, girl. Yeah, so I don't want to risk him being like a choice card variant or anything like that, or just doing anything. So I'm just going to decide to switch into a Connkeldurrs because I'm pretty sure I can take anything. He goes into U-turn, perfectly fine play. He goes into this thing, this Heliowisk. I decide to switch in this on the Thunderbolt, and I get the prediction right. He decides to go for the Z move, and I'm like thinking to myself, Z move, like he's probably going to go for the Bloom Doom, but he actually goes for the Berserk Blitz, which brings me down a shit ton, like 90%. Calm down. So I decided to go to the Ice Beam right here. I wanted to preserve this DBS for Death Fodder, so I decided to switch into Toon World and trace the dry screen. It's whatever. Had to be careful with the Infernape though. He goes into Nidoking. I decided to Toxic right there. Probably should have gone for the Psychic, but I wanted to Toxic because I didn't want him like going into something else, like going into the Infernape or going into the Scrafty or like Mega Sceptile or whatever. So I decided to Toxic. He goes into this, which is kind of fine. I'm especially defensive. I mean, he could have Superpower, but I think I could take a Superpower. So he decides to sub up right here, and I decide to Ice Beam to break the sub. I went for the Ice Beam because I did not want him doing that, and I also just was like, I could probably take one hit and just hit him really hard with the Ice Beam. He reveals that he's sub leftovers. Kind of interesting play. I thought he would be going into Infernape right here to eat the Ice Beam. He goes into Azumarill, which is perfectly fine, but I decided to go for the Psychic. This does a good amount to him, like 21%. I don't want him getting a Belly Drum up right here, so I decided to lay down a Toxic, because if he wants to get up to Belly Drum, that's fine, but then your Toxic damage is going to rack up. So I go for the Toxic. Fortunately, I miss, or make it, and then I go for the knockoff right here. I think right here I go for a Recover. Yep, I go for the Recover, and he Belly Jumps on my Recover. He goes to that and gets a Citrus Berry, and that starts to go. He's Toxic though, so this is like it's kind of a losing battle for him, because what I could do here is I'm gonna sack the Lantern because it's it's sackable, and he's gonna take up even more poison jabbing or poison damage. Can't even speak. So that does 17% on that Toxic, and then it's gonna rack up more. I could just protect right here, and this thing's dead. And then right here, I get the speed boost and Aqua Jet. I'm protecting the Aqua Jet. I'm living. I'm looking at his team, and I'm like, yo, if this Scrafty doesn't have Intimidate, it's over. Like it might be over. It might just be GG right here, and I could get the 5-0 sweep with Skeletor, which would be very nice. But unfortunately, he goes to Nidoking, and then I just Earthquake right here. Maybe he thought I didn't have Earthquake. If I didn't have Earthquake, I wouldn't be able to touch that Nidoking. But I do have Earthquake, and then he goes into Scrafty to Intimidate. That's more than fine. I go into Connkeldurrs. He goes for the Ice Punch, protecting nice predict, but I am very defensively heavy oriented. I decided to go for the U-turn right here. Oh, knockoff. Okay, that's fine too. I go into Porygon 2 right here, and then he goes for the Thunderbolt. That's a crit and does like 44%. I go for the Psychic right here. No, I go for the Ice Beam. Okay. I decide. Look, I could sack this thing. Like, it did what it does. Like, sure, I would have liked to have it with the Mega Sceptile, but like, for what I have left, it's not the worst thing in the world. I really just need Scolipede for the Mega Sceptile. I mean, sure, we could play some shenanigans or stuff like that. And I do have a Choice Scarf Chandelier. Not sure if at this point in the match, I didn't realize that the Chandelure couldn't outspeed the Sceptile, even with the Choice Scarf. But that was just bad prep on my part. But yeah, but he goes for the Earthquake. This thing's living because this thing is fat as fuck. Even naturally, it's fat as fuck. And I decided to go for the Psychic. This thing's done so. He goes into Scrafty right here. I think I decided to lay down a Toxic, and he goes for the Dragon Dance. That's perfectly fine, but he reveals he's Lumberry, and I'm like, oh fuck. It's like, fuck. He goes for the Drain Punch, and I'm like, oh no, this is not good. So what I do right here is he goes for another Dragon Dance, and what I do right here, I'm like, shit. I actually go into the U-turn out here, and I decided to fake out. I actually didn't run the calc in the moment, but then I realized, like, because I wasn't 100% sure like what he would have, but I did a little calculating, and like he was Drain Punch, Ice Punch. He'll later show the knockoff and Dragon Dance, and I don't even think at +2 he can kill me. I didn't realize that at the time. I was just like, I don't want to stay in on this. Like, it's a +2 Scrappy. That's kind of scary. So like my strategy was to just wear him down with Fake Out, and he goes for the knockoff right here. He said he misclicked, but I mean, like, kind of mattered, kind of didn't. But he Ice Punch right here. What basically that what the knockoff does allows me to get 2 more Fake Outs in. And then I just go right back into Mandibuzz. And then he knockoffs right there. And then I just kill the Scrafty with a Fake Out. Fake Out's doing about like 25% each time. Kind of unfortunate for him. So at this point, I'm like, part of me thinks what I should have done right here is just click the Ice Punch, and then if he wanted to just go for the move, he could have just gone for the move. And then if he killed me, and then go into Chandelure or Scolipede. But I don't. And I ended up switching to Chandelure because I didn't think he could kill me. He actually goes for the Swords Dance, and this is kind of scary. This is when I realized I was like, oh shit, like the max speed. The speed I was running on the Chandelure was only to outpace Choice-Scarf Nidoking. But that in turn, because Sceptile is so fast, would not up speed a regular Sceptile or Jolly max speed Sceptile. Kind of unfortunate, and then he just goes for the Dual Chomp, and it actually kills me. Like shit. That sucks. So I just go into here, and then right here, I go for the Protect, and then I'm like, alright, one of 2 things are going to happen right here. He's either going to sub, or he's going to go for the attacking move. If he subs right here, probably lose the game. But if he doesn't, then I win. He decides to go for the Aerial Ace, Protect, Speed Boost. I outspeed this thing at +1, and then we Poison Jab in this. And then he goes into Helio-Whisk, and I just EQ, and it's GG. Definitely good game on David's part. Close game. The Scrafty thing really, scared me for a little bit. But yeah, we take out the 2-0, and then now we're 2-2 in the GPL after 4 weeks. We're looking pretty good. Not sure who we're playing next, but hopefully we can build off this win and get a couple wins and keep it above 500. But until next time, Booty Claws out. Peace.